Hello, my name is Jerry White, and first of all, I'd like to thank you for inviting me to make some remarks. I'm actually the Socialist Equality Party's candidate for President of the United States. I moved to Detroit about 35 years ago, and I've watched teachers, the membership of the teachers union plummet from tens of thousands to around 5,000 today. I've watched Democrats in the governor's house, Republicans in the governor's house, white politicians, black politicians. There has been a 35-year war against the working class, especially in Detroit, not because it's a black city, but because it's a working class city. A city where in the 1930s, when workers didn't have the right to education or health care, workers sat down in the factories like they did in Flint and conducted a mass struggle. Now, over the last 35 years, whether it's the Detroit Federation of Teachers, whether it's the United Auto Workers Union, they have abandoned the working class. They have lined up with the Democratic Party, which no less than the Republicans claims that there's no money for schools, there's no money for pensions, there's no money for clean water in Flint. Yet, the Democrats and Republicans can find trillions of dollars to bail out the banks on Wall Street. They can find trillions for wars, and they can find billions for Mr. Gilbert and Mr. Illich's stadiums. Now, this is in fact a very impressive gathering. It's very unusual. And it's only happened because in January, rank and file teachers took the initiative on your own. After decades in which the DFT said you must accept concessions, you have to accept school closings, you have to accept cuts in your wages, the teachers said it's impossible. We can't live this anymore like this. Our children are being deprived of the right to education. Now, all of a sudden, because you took this independent action, a whole swarm of people have come around you to say, oh, we've finally heard your voices. We really hear what you're saying. You even got Randy Weingarten out of her plush Washington, D.C. offices, where she makes $543,000 a year, to come down here and join you to do what? In fact, to support the Snyder, Duggan, Rhodes bill. What the union is interested is in what is called the grand bargain. What they did in the Detroit bankruptcy. In exchange for bringing the unions in, the unions accepted the cutting of pensions, they accepted the destruction of thousands of jobs, but they were given what was called a VEBA. That is a multi-billion-dollar investment fund in charge of retiree health care. Now look, what I'm urging, and I'll wrap up, but what I'm urging is to continue the independent initiative. Don't appeal to the politicians. Look, a lawsuit to Obama's Justice Department. Obama sent Arnie Duncan here in 2010 to say this was ground zero for school reform. Obama has watched 343,000 teachers lose their jobs. He didn't bail out Detroit, he bailed out Wall Street. And they deliberately used the crisis in Detroit and school districts, and excuse me, it's not just black school districts, it's working class districts all over this country. And anyone that says it's race wants us to believe that we should follow a politician because of the color of their skin, not the class that they represent. The issue is not appealing to politicians or lawsuits, but appealing to auto workers, to postal workers, to other sections of the working class. The Verizon workers are on strike. To build up a movement of the working class in opposition to the Democrats and Republicans who both speak for the rich. There's plenty of money. We create the billions and billions of dollars with our collective labor. That money belongs to the working class. And I urge you to continue this fight. I also finally urge you to sign up for the Teachers Newsletter. The World Socialist website has been writing on these issues virtually daily. The only way to link up, to get the strength that you need, is to turn out to the working class. Don't waste your energy appealing to the big business politicians in their courts, or hope the Democrats are going to fudge the Senate bill. This is a bill that is against the teachers. It's for more accountability. It's for more merit pay. It's It's for more closing of so-called failed schools. And the only difference is it brings the union on board to do it.